AG2, the new AR platform that's not just changing the game, but is rewriting the rules with features like AI text generator, AI image generator, AI code generator, AI chat box, AI text to speech, and voiceover capabilities. AG2 is our newest app. Revolutionize your hip hop experience with AG2. Accessible, effective, and impactful. AG2 is the rhythm of the future, and the future starts now, where AI meets hip hop. Unleash the power, feel the vibe, set the stage on fire. Visit ag2.app. The link is at the top line of the description box, and let the revolution begin. Yeah.
Let's talk about your boy Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb, man, was going in. I didn't catch the original video, but hey, it's all over the internet, so let's play it.
Listen, I used to talk about gay Hollywood. And so many people would say to me, Corey think everybody gay. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I can't do nothing about the lifestyle of men who choose that. But I do want to give you a little information. All you guys who thinking of coming out of here thinking you gonna make it, your asshole must be sacrificed. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it, homie. If you ain't coming out of here to ride cowboy style at these parties.
The Illuminati, that shit. They approached me.
Man, these motherfuckers think it's a joke.
They approached
Craig,
me.
you ain't scared to talk about it, huh?
Yeah, they approached me, but I was lucky they had the wrong motherfucker, because when the Illuminati approached me, they was like, Sinbad. I was like, nah, that got the wrong nigga. I ain't Sinbad.
I have been on television shows and been so scared because I thought, like I've said this, when I did Black Jesus, I was like, oh shit, this gonna be my last day because I saw the scene with the dress in it.
Yeah.
I am so lucky that I had a director on the show who was like, yeah, Corey, no, you ain't got to just put this thing. He had me put on like, it's the women of the desert. What is it called? A burqa they wear?
Yeah, like a,
Yeah. So they told me I could just put on the suit the men wear out there. I forgot the name of that.
very similar. It's just like a straight.
I was
long.
like, okay, I'll put on the pants, nigga.
Oh.
Yeah.
And, you know, it didn't turn into nothing for real. But I know what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, here it is. Here it is.
Man.
The nigga in the dress episode. Homie, I'm at a stage in life where I'm past that wanting that money like that. I mean, that money like that is good. It makes you not be accountable for nothing in a lot of situations. That's the good thing about money, because you're going to get tired of going to the mall and all that shit. That shit play out after a while. But I'm saying, when you got a lot of money, you can basically buy your way out of most situations. Unless them people want you directly, they wanted Michael Jackson. That's why they came at him and put that shit on him. Michael Jackson been Michael Jackson for years. But when he said some shit in this song, all I really know is that they don't really care about us. They was like, oh, we're going to make you pay for that, Michael. And they have been after him ever since. You know what I'm saying? Probably before that. But I'm just saying, man, all this stuff you seeing, you ain't getting nothing but bits and pieces of the truth. These parties in Hollywood come with consequence and penetration. And if you like to party and bounce, you need to come to Hollywood. Why be a backdooria in Cleveland when you can come to LA and you might get the right tickle back there?
So, pretty deep there, man. What's your thoughts on that, man? We've heard a lot, we've seen a lot, but this one is huge.
Corey Holcomb has been in TV and film for a long time.
Right.
I watched him in Think Like a Man 2. I watched him in The Wedding Ringer. I've seen him in millions of comedy shows
Right.
with Jamie Foxx and Tracy Morgan, and the list goes on and on. His brother's worked around all of them, right? He's worked around a lot of the big black male Hollywood stars now,
Absolutely.
especially in comedy, right? So to say that he hasn't seen or hasn't known would be ridiculous. He definitely does.
Definitely.
And when you look at the talent level of some of the people that have risen in heights and and you look at as far as a comedic talent is concerned, he's right there, if not above a lot of them. Yet the same opportunities aren't provided to him as they are some of these other people. And you ask yourself why, and you hear this, it makes a lot of fucking sense.
Right.
It makes a whole lot of sense. And I believe him 1,000,000%.
Absolutely.
My question is, and what I start really looking at, and what I would question is, and not question him as like going at him, would ask him genuinely, how deep do we look into this? Pause. Like, do we just look into the ones that wore dress, or are you saying that in order to get big in Hollywood, you have to do this? And now do we have to question the Denzels and the other bigger people of the world? Because obviously they got to claim the fame and they are who they are. But did they have to sacrifice the same thing? Or are we just talking about, no disrespect, but the Jamie Foxxes and the Kevin Harts and the Tracy Morgans of the world, the Martin Lawrences and legends all in the game and people we admire and respect. But at the end of the day, if you say that they had to do what you said they had to do in Hollywood to get there, then they obviously went and bent over and did some shit that we don't agree with. Especially if you're not for that. Like, if you're a heterosexual man, you shouldn't be bending over for any fucking body.
Right. I just think at the end of the day, it has to do, and first of all, I don't think that every black actor, I don't know, but
I would hope not.
I would hope, right, that had to actually go through that, but I do think some of them did. And I think it's more so about power and control and conquest over a person, right? And I think it goes into some sick, other stuff too, as far as the glory hole and all that. And I'm not going to get into that here or whatever, but I think it's some sick other stuff that these certain people kind of believe in, that when they do their thing, they give them like superpowers or some shit like that. But we'll talk about that another, date or something like that. So, but ultimately, like the power and the control, like to understand, like, look, like, nigga, I went in your ass. Like, I own you, dog. That, I think that's like kind of like the attitude. And then it's like, all right, if you're willing to do that, like, you gave me your manhood.
Yep.
Like, you don't else you ever speak up and say anything. I own you. I tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I pay you the check. You're my end. That's how I think it is when he's saying across some of these different circles. Like, yeah, you can ascend, but you might have to sleep with this person to do it. You may have to lay down. If you want to, get a big endorsement deal with this company, oh, yeah, you got to go sleep with the owner of this. Male or female.
Right.
It could be some sick shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, when I look at it, like, it's movie stuff. It's weird stuff. But I'm hearing it too much.
Way too much.
I've heard it too much from people that have been in the industry, people that have been around the industry. Your Cat Williams, Corey Holcombs, and we can go all the way down the list of people. Like, nah, dog. Like, I seen some shit. The Faison Loves, Coolio came over here and said they kind of tried to indirectly approach him. So when I keep seeing the overarching theme over and over again, I'll be a fool not to believe it.
Yep.
I'll be a fool not to believe it. Now, you got anything else to say on that?
Nope, you're good.
Because I want to talk about, I was like kind of looking into the human sacrifice thing. And we talked about that. And we always kind of wondered, like, is that shit real? And I kind of came to the realization that, yeah. And I was looking up, and one particular group of people was the Aztecs. And there's been certain groups of people throughout history that have sacrificed people and even practiced cannibalism. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. But they sacrifice people for different reasons, whether it's to get out of this or to go to this level or to do things like that. It will require a sacrifice, a human sacrifice. Now, we know other people sacrifice animals, other religions. You can look at them. Any religion, they do sacrifice. In the Bible, they were sacrificing things. But certain groups of people actually sacrifice humans. So I'm saying that to say that I feel like that these people in these higher places maybe looked back into those days and said, shit, we're going to start doing it too. If you do this, you can do this. And then maybe something they feel like is spiritual to doing that is the reason why I think that they do it. So it's not like it's nothing that's foreign that it didn't happen. It was people that was doing that shit, actually sacrificing people, cutting their hearts out and all that shit while I was beating all types of weird shit I was looking at. And I just think that, a lot of these Hollywood societies, when they talk about dark rituals and dark magic and the things that they in, that they really into that type of shit. And they really studied those different civilizations and they trying to really reenact that shit. You know what I mean? In real life. So that's just kind of surface talking about it. But I was just interested in it the other day. I had to look it up real quick.
If it's one place that's being done in today's world, it's Hollywood.
Of course.
That's a very weird place with a very weird aura. When you go up to the highest of the high levels, you probably see things you've never seen before. But at the bottom, it's almost like a cartoon when you got the peasants and the depth and it's just torment and absolute disgust and things you don't want to. And you look at the homelessness in L.A. and Skid Row and things like that. Oh my God! Unless you go up to the heights, you go to whole Hollywood. You be like, where am I at? What the fuck is this? You remember walking down Hollywood Boulevard? How many people came at us?
Oh yeah,
asking and begging in their different ways. But I mean, you couldn't walk 3 or 4 steps without getting hassled.
Yep.
It's crazy, man, and that's one place that it would be if it was out there. I mean.
Yeah, it's some weird stuff going on, man. And what do you think about the other day we kind of brushed on it? NBA YoungBoy, his one of his supposed associates, kind of alluded to Gilly sacrificing his son in a post that we read the other day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's yeah.
For people to say it,
and I actually got it up here. That's crazy for another day.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, man. That runs deep, man. And as a father, and I definitely think Gilly involves himself in some clown behavior when it comes to the content aspect, talking in his bed and jumping and hopping around and got the Eagles helmet on hollering. I don't even have to believe you anymore when you're putting on these shows. But when it comes to like real stuff, like his babies, I'm not going to go that far, man.
Well, the guy, I just want to reference it. The guy, Herm, the Black Sheep, supposedly was affiliated with NBA YoungBoy. They was kind of frustrated that that particular interview came out. They only, according to them, only approved another interview to come out. He put the only interview will be approved to drop a lot of people like a gangster energy was him instead of the people who actually killed they see crazy. But okay. And I'm just reading that guy has it on there, right? He put that was the only interview will be approved to drop a lot of people like to have gangster energy with him instead of the people who actually killed they seed. Crazy. That's what the guy said, and all the articles is running with it saying Gilly caught a stray from NBA YoungBoy affiliate over $1 million game interview. That's on Hip Hop DX. So yeah, I can't go that far either. I do kind of think though with the whole blood sacrifice thing that I don't think they tell you who it's gonna be. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, I don't think you say, okay, look, this person's gonna go. I think it could be some way deeper, than what we think. Not saying that he did it. I don't think he would do it. It's hard for me to believe that anybody would do it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, some people would do anything.
Yeah. Even to roll a dice on that level. Like, I don't know who it was gonna be.
Right.
It was gonna be somebody. I couldn't even roll a dice like that.
Some people would.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Some people, I'm sure some people like, yeah, in a minute I'll do it.
Yeah.
And it's wild as hell, man. It's really wild. But I don't think. I can't see the brother doing that, man.
Yeah, and call me naive, call us naive, but
right.
I'm gonna continue to be naive until I see some concrete proof and that happening. Just because as a dad, I would never fathom anybody having that in them to do to their son.
And I think these dudes just watching YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah.
And just running off at the mouth repeating shit. That's what I think the dude was doing.
Yep,
at the end of the day.
You know it.
Like, because some people put videos out, you think it's real. You're getting caught up in the conspiracy stuff.
Right.
Like, come on, man. No way. I think he would sacrifice himself.
For his son.
Right.
Me too.
So I'm never gonna put that on a man. Like, come on.
Me either. I sacrifice myself before anything. My kids
hell yeah.
Heartbeat.
Take me. I'm ready. Like,
go.
My kids can live, or whatever for long. Hey, I'm peace out.
Yep. I gave him the blueprint. I'm good.
Word.
I'm saying. But
so yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna go there yet.
Nah. Not at all. Not at all. I have to see some more evidence to really come out and say that. And I don't know what would convince me unless he came out his mouth and said some wild shit.
Yeah, got caught on a tape like I'm easy to block caption on a phone call or something.
Oh man,
something like that. But outside of that, then I'm not going with that.
I was watching this battle the other day too with John the Don. Man, I think he lost that battle. Honestly,
I didn't see it.
You gotta watch. I think dude cooked him, but it was in Philly. So I ain't gonna say he cooked him. It was close, but it was in Philly. It was kind of overhyping what Easy was saying, but dude was going. I'll say it was probably like 2-1.
Where'd you watch it?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on Chrome, I think 23,
gotcha.
channel. Man, it was a good battle. But dude was going at it. He was talking about Remy and shit a lot in there and all that. And you could tell it was kind of getting easy too. You can tell it was hitting him. He was hitting him a little bit.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta check it out, man. Chrome 23.
Okay.
But yeah, man, another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. The first episode of 2024. We started in 2017, so that's 7 years.
In this game, man.
God damn, time goes so fast, man.
Yeah, man.
But hey, we here, man, and we looking to make 2024 the best year ever.
Let's work.
Let's speak that into existence, man. That's your brother Sam, man. Viral Hip Hop News. I'm your brother Oh God Hip Hop News Uncensored, together with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.
Peace.